Hey guys, Katsuma Gaming here. The new arena is out, and of course we are back with a new arena guide. This time actually on day 1, so you guys have the fast info possible here. And yeah, we have a new dark arena with our Melon as our enemy. Key things here to note are, it's an AOE arena, so you kind of want some kind of AOE damage and or rush rate. He's not taking a lot of damage from magical units, so you kind of want to run a physical team, which is a lot difficult in the global version than in the GP version, since we're lacking a few collaboration units that would do wonders here. But don't worry, I got you covered. We still have good possible teams that we can run here. So for example, I'm running a team of School Erika as the speed and rush rate provider. We're using OG Melissa. That's right guys, OG Melissa is back with her ulti 2 version 1 for some AOE dark damage. Last but not least, we actually use Idalia here for the tier 2 physical attack buff for my skills and the CDR for my ulti, of course, and just for more single target damage, because we are actually able with this team to clear off the small enemies and just have the boss standing at the end. So the AOE damage is good enough that you can actually do stuff here. You can of course replace Erika with Lolisa, the current new unit in the banner. You can also just use maybe Onsen Melissa for the rush rate unit, and then don't run OG Erika and run another DPS unit in the front, like for example Mate Mel or the Kasuma here. I'm not sure, I haven't tried it out yet, but you'll probably find a good replacement DPS unit here for the dark slot. For Leah, she's your speed buffer and your attack buffer, so worst case you can just run Fast Chris here to, you know, buff your team, provide speed up, and of course her damage might be a little bit lower, but the damage of your other units will be increased. One small hint I actually want to give here: if you don't have a proper rush unit and you run something like Onsen Melissa and you then don't have another good DPS to go along with her, just ignore rush rate. If you don't have a great team to make with a rush rate unit, you can also just go for a pure DPS build and just trying to do as much damage as possible and ignoring rush rate. Team passive trade provider here is of course Komekko for the 6% dark trade. If you don't have that, you can also just use, for example, Bikini Megumin. It still gives 3% dark damage boost. Since it's also a pure physical team, you can just go with the normal 2% physical attack trade, or if you have her, you can also use Casino Melissa for the 3% physical attack trade plus the 3% water damage boost, which at least somewhat benefits this team by having the water ulti on Leah. It's not like damage there is great, but 3% physical attack is still better than 2% physical attack. For assist, we are of course using our new OP assist, Eris. I already recorded a video about what she's doing and how great she is, so check it out if you haven't already. I really hope that I just upload them today, both videos back to back, so a lot of videos for you guys to watch. As the sub assist, we are of course using the rock stone, what's it called, dark magic ore. It gives you dark damage boost and more if your team is above 70% HP, which is doable most of the time because Melissa's ulti 2 version 1 actually heals you. You have a little bit of healing from Leah's ulti, and with that you should stay relatively healthy, and that just makes this assist the best you can do. So let's just jump right into this arena and let me show you guys how you can actually play this arena. Oh yeah, sorry, small edit here at the end. Things that I forgot to say. Again, my Leah only has a silver trait, so that's something to improve. None of them have any kind of physical attack trait, so that's something you can do to upgrade. You can also give Erika a dark weapon that should also help you with the damage increase. You will lose a little bit of speed, but in that case it's actually completely fine to, you know, just go for the more damage part. My Melissa dark earring thing is also only level 5 out of 6, so these are all improvements that you can just make to make the team even stronger. To be honest, it's really straightforward. There's not like too much you need to worry about. We just start off with instantly using Ares assist here. I'm pressing pause here to just press the skill button better and to explain stuff there. Again, if you guys don't know why I press the pause button or what the pause button is good for, it's just there that you can take a quick look at your screen to understand what's going on. So for example, take a look at the time top left to calculate how long our buff's going, what are the cooldowns of your skills look like, to time stuff like here. by just pausing, I know I can instantly press the button and don't waste too much time on the wave and just be faster. So yeah, like pause has a lot of different effects and use cases here. Here we actually just wait a little bit for the full turns to be ready on any unit. In that case, Leah is the first one to be ready. Then we just press the Leah skill, we press the auto button, so it will instantly get used in the final wave. Until we just try to press on the Melon as early as possible to normally just hit him, but this case I was a little bit slow and we actually just hit the small mob. But it's still fine. So here we actually just wait a little bit because the boss will just do an AOE ulti, which allows Leah to get the ulti off. If you get lucky here and actually get free hits on Melissa, you can just use your ulti there instantly. If not, just do a basic like I do and then use the ulti. Last but not least, Erika ulti to provide some gauge up to get your units back to ulti soon again. And here's now pretty much just rinse and repeat, aka we provide here some AOE rush red. AOE skill here with the turn 5 to time stuff better. By the way, my Leah just doesn't have the AOE, the turn 5 gold trade because it didn't drop for me, so she's using a silver trade. So that's also something that you can just improve here. Just going to use all ultis here. Again, you can potentially just wait for Melissa to get her ulti off better timing-wise, but still think it's totally fine to do it like that. At least that makes it a little bit easier to play since you don't need to wait, install, and time stuff. Good double crit on the smaller mobs here, that's great. That was a misclick. I didn't want to use the skill here on Lolisa, but that's fine because Ares assist will be ready in just a second and we're going to instantly use it here. More like we use ulti first here and then we use the assist skill. And again, it will just give us one extra turn, so we can just use the basic here, use the Leah skill here, and just use the AOE skill back in time to make up for small misplay with it here. I should use the Melissa skill here first, that was on my B. So yeah, so far not the cleanest run, but it should still show you the rough idea of this run. I might just, you know, upload a better run, worst case, 1 or 2 days later. Boop. You can see the small mobs are pretty much already dead, so... There we go, now it's just focused down on the big mob and, you know, just use your skills as you can pretty much. There's like not much to worry about here. Now the Melissa ulti here, we should be able to get one more Leah ulti in. Which should allow us to get a double skill here in on Melissa. Essentially. Oh, sadly not. But yeah, just like that, 2 million. Again, if you don't misplay like I did with some stuffs, and maybe get a few more crits on the big mob, because you see the small mobs die early enough, even without the crits, they would just die by the end. So all the crits towards the smaller mobs don't matter too much. It's cool to see, of course, don't get me wrong, but you want the big crits on the single target mob, aka the big Melon, because only these crits kind of matter. So crits in this arena actually don't matter too much if it's on the small mobs, but matter more if it actually hits the right mob. But yeah, you see Melissa doing solo 1 million damage here, pretty nuts, I know. But yeah, that's pretty much the strat, so I hope this helps you out. If it did, like, subscribe, follow for more content. Watch me live in 2 days, Wednesday, for some amazing Eminence in the Shadow gacha pulls in the chippy version. And see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
だから一緒に行きましょう。いつもありがとう。もしやだって言うなら無理やり連れて